So the section of I-95 that has been shut down since an overpass collapsed will reopen this weekend. I cannot believe this. This is weeks ahead of schedule. 11 days ago, a truck carrying gasoline crashed on an off-ramp and caught fire, causing the stretch of road to cave in. Pennsylvania officials say once they get travelers back on the road, work will begin on a permanent fix. Joining us now, Pennsylvania's Democratic Governor, Josh Shapiro. I guess you had people working around the clock and then some on this.
That's right. Good morning, Mika. I mean, literally 24/7 around the clock. The women and men of the Philadelphia building trades have been unbelievable. I mean, they've worked through the heat. They've worked through the rain. Hell, the Phillies had to postpone their game last night because of rain. Yet these folks continue to work on I-95. They're proud of the work we're doing. We're showing the city of Philadelphia, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and this country what Philly grit is all about. We're going to get this road reopened this weekend for traffic.
That's just amazing. Governor of the USA Today, Susan Page, is with us, and she has a question for you. Susan.
Governor, I'm wondering, are
Sure.
you concerned that this accident involving a truck could so dismantle this critical artery? Should we be concerned about what caused this disaster?
Well, look, I mean, the cause of disaster, of course, was the fire and just the excessive heat underneath the bridge. NTSB, the Pennsylvania State Police, and others are investigating that. I'll let the investigators do their work. You know, my job is to make sure we get this bridge fixed. And folks told me it was going to take months and months and months to get it done. We got our team together. We demand excellence of one another, and we're going to get this bridge reopened in just about a couple weeks.
Philadelphia is a city that is near and dear to the heart of our president, President Biden. But even setting aside his personal connection there, can you just speak to the partnership between the state and federal government and the role that played to getting this repair done seemingly so far ahead of schedule?
Look, this would not be getting done at this clip but for the President of the United States and his team. Let me be clear. I signed as governor a disaster declaration which freed up about $7 million in state dollars. It sped up the process. It allowed us to cut through the red tape. But the federal government stepped in and said they would pay 100% of the cost. From President Biden, who called regularly, and, you know, we took a tour in Marine One over the site just a few days ago, to his team, Secretary Buttigieg, Administrator Batt at the Federal Highway Administration, Mitch Landrieu. These folks have been awesome to deal with. They've been on the phone with us. They've been at the site with us, and they're our partners in this. And I'm grateful to the federal government for their incredible efforts here. Yeah, obviously, the president cares a lot about Philly, but most importantly, the president and his team were great partners to us, and I'm really thankful to the White House.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And Governor, finally, on another very important note, the Philadelphia Phillies have had quite a run over the past couple of weeks, and now just a couple of games within the wild card. How are your Phillies? What's the outlook for your Phillies the rest of the season?
I'm feeling it. They've been streaky as hell, which I don't love. They'll win a number of games, lose a number of games, but they're hot right now. I think we need a little help in our bullpen. Trey Turner's getting going, which is good. It's great to have Harper back. We have a hell of a lineup, and I think if we can match that up with the pitching, we can go deep in the playoffs again. So I like our chances. I turned 50 just the other day. My kids took me to the Phillies for a game. Wow. That shows you how much I love Philly sports and the Phils in particular. It was a great night. It was cool to be with my kids.
He's such a young man.
He is a young one.
Children having
Happy
children.
birthday.
What a tragedy.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro.
Governor, thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your coming on this morning.
Thanks, team.
Thanks.